A group of disabled children can now walk again thanks to electrical stimulation of their brains. The children could not walk independently without either falling over, having to rely on leaning on walls, but after deep brain stimulation via an implant they showed dramatic improvements and were able to walk independently. Dystonia can cause a wide range of disabilities, including painful muscle spasms, abnormal postures, as well as hindering walking and speech. It is one of the commonest movement disorders and is thought to affect 70,000 people in the UK alone. As many as 250,000 people in the US have dystonia. Around 80% of people with dystonia have it as a result of cerebral palsy. This is caused by brain damage in the womb. The new research found a mutation of a gene KMT2B was the real cause of the problem. The discovery means that the patients are offered new hope as most of the people with this gene mutation responded well to the electrical brain treatment. The effects were strongest in the younger members of the study, who were aged between 7 and 27. In some cases, the positive effects have lasted for up to 6 years. In the oldest member of the study, aged 32, the improvements were much less pronounced. Video footage of one patient 9 feet, shows how he can only walk by leaning on walls. After the electrical stimulation, he walks in a straight line unaided. Researchers from University College London, Great Ormond Street Hospital, and Cambridge University carried out the research published in Nature Genetics. Dr. Manju Kurian, the lead researcher, said the improvements were most dramatic in the younger patients. Most patients show a progressive disease course with worsening dystonia over time, added Dr. Kurian. Many patients did not show any response to the usual medications that we use for dystonia, so we knew we would have to consider other strategies. We know from our experience with other patients with dystonia that deep brain stimulation might improve our patients' symptoms, so we're keen to see what response patients would have to this type of treatment. Remarkably, nearly all patients who had deep brain stimulation (DBS) showed considerable improvements. One patient was able to walk independently within 2 weeks. In 5 patients, the improvement has lasted for more than 3 years. It is an astounding result. Deep brain stimulation can dramatically improve the lives of children with the condition and enable them to have a wider range of movement with long-lasting effects, she explained. Our results, though in a relatively small group of patients, show the power of genomic research not only to identify new diseases but also to reveal possible approaches that will allow other patients to benefit. Dr. Kurian added, the findings mean that researchers can now assess whether people with cerebral palsy are actually suffering from the KMT2B mutations. Dr. Kurian said that exactly how deep brain stimulation works with the genetic condition is as yet unexplained. She said, I suspect I'll spend the next 20 years trying to figure that out. The mutation is not thought to be inherited but occurs for the first time in the affected child. The researchers propose that DBS should now be considered for all patients with the KMT2B mutation. Guy Parkar, chief executive of the Dystonia Society, said of the study, they have identified a new form of early onset dystonia, and that's a very significant thing for people with that particular form or condition. For those people, that could be a huge life-changing thing if they can get the right treatment early on. It could potentially be massive.